Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to address you at the launch of the Bio Voices book for kids. I have always talked about how important it is to speak to children about our common challenge to protect our environment in a language that they understand. The technicalities aside, protecting our environment is something that we will bequeath to the next generation. That's our duty to them. So I am all the more enthusiastic to support this effort. Within the last year, the COVID-19 pandemic has been the issue on everybody's mind. This pandemic has threatened our very livelihoods and affected our lives in ways we will speak about for generations. Now, as the European Union has adopted an ambitious economic recovery plan and rollout of the vaccines has started, if this pandemic has taught us one thing, it is that we can only face these challenges together. We are not there yet, but we are on the right path. As we hope to turn the corner and move out of the immediate health crisis, we can focus on how to rebuild our economies and societies. Returning to the old normal is simply not good enough. We cannot put aside the other ongoing crisis on our doorstep, a crisis that also shows symptoms: rising temperatures and water levels, changing environments, decreasing air quality, the extinction of ecosystems and reduction in biodiversity, to name but a few. In a few years, if we do not change course, we will have more plastic than fish in our oceans. Now, we understand that the EU Generation Plan offers an opportunity to rebuild with our climate goals at the centre of our attention. By channeling funds through EU programmes that put the Green Deal at the heart of the recovery, we have an opportunity to not only recover from the economic crisis, but to also move towards a more circular, sustainable economic model. As we are starting to understand the finality of materials that we have become so accustomed to, we need to prepare ourselves for the economy of the future, one where the culture of consume and throw away is left in the past, where single-use plastic has no place. Worrying statistics show us that close to 75% of the marine litter in the world's oceans is plastic. Most of it is single-use, unbiodegradable plastic that remains in our ecosystems for centuries, harming our health, choking our fish and throttling our turtles. It simply cannot continue at the current rate. It is time for change. Changing the way we deal with waste and the way we devour harmful, instantly throwaway goods is not easy. Nor is it something that can be changed overnight. But there are a few simple steps that we can all take in order to reduce the impact on our environment. I like to use plastic as an example that the impact of small personal decisions can be enormous. My point is that minuscule, almost unnoticeable differences in our lifestyles could make a massive difference. By investing more resources into research and innovation, we will be able to realize an agenda that promotes more sustainable consumption, production and lifestyles, which will help us become the first climate-neutral continent by 2050. The word sustainability must be at the heart of our economy. We have a plan, but now it is up to us to build a Europe which future generations can enjoy in the same way that we and our predecessors have been able to enjoy it. To truly make Europe sustainable, everyone, policymakers, educators, entrepreneurs, industry workers, citizens must get on board. And this book will help guide our youngest members in society to make sustainable choices from their formative years. I, for one, can't wait to read this book with my children. So congratulations once again to everyone who has contributed towards the creation of this book.